Hey, what's going on? Hey guys. Sorry, I'm taking out some of my twists, my braids, taking these out. I'm almost done, so I don't know. It's that medicine for the morning. It's happen when you go to the gun range and you don't put in safety. You jump over your safety protocol. But there was a question asked to me. Uh, there was a question asked to me about that of why don't I do MGTOW or believe in it or like Pill Idealogy. Hold on, let me make sure I get the. Oh, thank you. And then there's a red bottle. Did you see a red bottle on my sink? Oh, I keep a check. Yeah, it's a red. It's a red bottle. What about the juice? Huh? No toast. Yes, please. That's fine. Awesome, awesome kid. But yeah. So somebody asked me yesterday. Do I subscribe to MGTOW or Pill Ideology? And I was like, nah, I don't. It doesn't benefit men like me. And what I mean by men like me, I mean like modern day societal men that are out here like working, building family, um, into like life and networking and have legacies or jobs or careers, and it doesn't benefit us. Like all this pill talking crap, it don't work. It doesn't because honestly, it's not tangible. It's not a tangible lifestyle. And like the talking points that a lot of people have are stuff that they kind of try to like pick apart from from things. I know they're picking it apart from. It'll be like something like men need to be strong and masculine and this and that. But I'm also like you also got to have an emotional side. You also got to have an emotional side. Yes, because you have a woman and you have children, and they need to see that from that of you as a man, your emotional side. If they don't see that, you have some type of emotional or sensitivity. Like I can sit down with my children and talk with them and dialogue with them. Um, Me not being able to connect with them, me just being all macho and stoic, I can do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm well qualified veteran soldier. Like I done I done been through the ringers and the range. Hell, I done been on the battlefield. I find it very interesting. Guys who be talking all this macho stuff have never drawn blood, never really been in a fist fight, never even traveled out there to like don't go to like no nice little resort. I'm talking about like in the grit. Like I give more credit to Dinah Samir and other guys who actually go into like places where like there is no electricity, there is no holistically running water at times. Like you gotta make it work. Like that either you know what you're doing or you don't. Like I got pictures of me like living out in the woods for like weeks to months, because I was in that type of militaristic unit. My father was a farmer and he worked. My daddy can still bust down. Yeah, I call him my daddy. My daddy can still bust down um, a easy 12-hour shift, and that man is close to like up in the 70s. He still can outwork the a young man that's in 20s, 25 or 30s in his prime. My daddy can do it because he's just built like that. I don't think men are holistically built like that on knowing how to properly have a situational balance of of emotion and masculinity. They just think that it's just rah 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 rah. Women are supposed to be emotional, men are supposed to be physical. No, both can have both sides. That you can both do that. You do know that. That's why I said like these talking points that a lot of these people have, they're not holistically grounded because y'all be wondering why a lot of daughters don't know what it's like to deal with a man that has emotions because they've never seen their father or the men in their lives have it. They've never seen the father or the man in their lives have that type of emotion. So what happens is the woman, she's not knowing what it's like, but she's like, and this is why you start to hear some women saying, "Daddy never connected to me. He never holistically had that talk with me." You know what I'm saying? He just told me to keep my legs closed. No, you got to do more than that, bro. And that's what I'm saying. Like that. That's why I said this stuff. Like I hear some people say, "Well, as a man, you're supposed to go your own way." Okay, okay, I get it. You're supposed to have your times where you branch off and think for yourself. That's why I find it interesting when y'all get online and I listen to this podcast, or I listen to this speaker. I'm gonna tell you right now, I've never listened to any. I've never had a man or content creator or speaker or influential, whatever you call it. I've never had any type of inductee of influence that ever made me change my trajectory the way I think. I'm sorry, I just never did. I just never did because I'm like, if your talking points can sway the way I think on how I run my house, then can I truly say I'm the head of my household? Then I'm following by your doctrine. And by that flaw, maybe I need to step down and let you lead my household. I, that's why I find it very interesting men running to other men to lead and tell them how to be men or how to raise their children, how to deal with women. You know what I'm saying? Um, you can have a strong and you can have a strong hand, but also have a soft touch. I could do plumbing, carpentry. I know how to mix and make mortar. But I also know how to get my kids ready for school. What's going on? What's going on, Brandy? What's going on? I sit down with my daughters. We do here. We can go like we can do here. See what I'm saying? I got good hair. I don't know about some of these. Some of these dudes that be getting online, their hair be looking nasty, crusted, rough, disgusting. I don't know what's going on. I don't know how y'all be talking about y'all be wearing nice suits and y'all be having flakes and dandruff falling all down and stuff. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Um, you know what I'm saying? Like I can't see no women getting online trying to tell Miss Davis how she needs to maneuver as a woman. Yes, thank you, my son. But you get it now. You know what I'm saying? I remember my son asking me, could you close that door a little bit? A little bit. My son asked me, he was like, hey, daddy, I want dreads. And I said, why do you want dreads? Well, my friend has dreads. I said, do you want it because your friend has it? So what happens if your friend cuts his hair? He was like, don't do something only because other people are doing it, son. Do it because it's in your heart to do it. I've had men tell me, BMT, you shouldn't get married or a family because you'll go to court and the woman will take everything you got. I'm like, okay, the law can take everything you got. That's like a woman's telling another woman, don't have kids because a baby will take your butt. It'll take away your youth. But I'm like, you go to work every day, and that takes away your time and your stress. How are you winning? How are you winning? We're listening to people try to run other people and try to tell the people about what's masculine, what's socially correct. Like my children have no type of fluctuation of any of this type of social media talking points. I find it interesting black men talking about MGTOW, right? And you're following an ideology or a philosophy, right? But I would ask you, black men, what way of life have you been able to make that of the broader society has respected you? Now you can answer that on the individual scope. Another woman could never tell me how to be a woman. My mother taught me that years ago. That's what I'm saying, Brandon. And I think some of us are just cut from a different cloth. That's why, like, some of us, like, there's those of us who come online. We just come just to talk, or I'm bored. I'm like, what I'm saying, like, I'm free. I got free time. Like, I ain't doing no work. I don't mind coming around here. I ain't never come here to say this is me making an income. Let's go to work. We're here to make money. Like, dude, I got a job, bro. Like I got work. Like, I actually work outside of YouTube. Like, I actually have a job that I do. I actually have careers. I never thought YouTube as a career. I never thought of YouTube as a way of life. I never thought that, hey, I come here to doggone, I come here and have a conversation, or, maybe have a say, hey guys, did y'all know they got this going on in the schools? Did you know they got this going on in society? Did y'all know about this? Did y'all know about that? Yeah, I'll come on and do that. But I'm not on there saying, hey, what are we going to do? We need to have the conversation. No, listen, there is no we. Like, listen, what laws you might have in your area of the world may not be in my area. Well, it's going to affect you. No, it's not. How are you talking to me about guns and you live in California? I live in the Carolinas. Bro, we got guns out here. I literally am sitting around probably 5 to 8 guns right now. You got to throw goddamn marshmallows and peace signs up, and y'all got gangbangers. No, we're not the same. Thank you, son. You know what I'm saying? I have a relationship with my child. Some men, I've heard men say, I don't want kids. I don't try to convince those men to have kids. I don't try to tell women you should have a child. If you don't want a kid, don't have a kid. That's fine. If a woman said, hey, I'm pregnant, the man said, I don't want the baby, and then all of a sudden the woman said, well, I'm keeping the baby, what am I supposed to tell the woman? Oh, man, you're wrong for keeping the baby. No, that's her body. You shouldn't have ejaculated in her. Like, these are common sense things that if you're not teaching your children these things, but then y'all are trying to have the stepdaddy, stepmommy conversation, I be looking at y'all awkward about that. So, like, when it comes to the social media aspect, it does not be matching up. It don't be matching up at all. That's why a lot of the talking point that be happening here, and I know people will say, well, feminism, listen, I gotta be for real with y'all. A lot of women in these spaces do not follow by feminism. That's why I be finding it funny when y'all be like, black women and feminism. How is that possible? But black women or women in general don't even follow feminism. They don't. Saying I want a good job, I want health benefits, I want good pay that literally is livable. That's not no doggone feminism. That's just that's humanity. That's humane civil rights. But you have it where some people are just throwing out any old blatant thing, right? There was a guy sent me a thing. They always love sending me their stuff. He sent me a thing saying, BMT, look at this man. Mind you, the man wasn't married to the woman, right? But she said that in the video. He said, um, the man had 4 kids, and he's telling the woman he wanted 4 more kids. She's like, "Yo, I'm done. I already got my tubes tied," which I can understand somewhat of a talking point that literally, they probably could have had a conversation about that. But at the end of the day, dude, whatever you say, and this is why I say some people, y'all gotta understand when things are fake on the internet and they're getting a rise out of you. Because if the man had been there, right? If the man, and you can ask anybody who's in the chat that actually's been there. Usually, when it comes to them asking a woman about her tubes, they usually ask you that before the procedure. Yeah, they usually ask you that before the procedure because you're already open. You're already open. So they already be like, okay, so you had Tanya and you just now have Billy. So do you want to continue on having kids or what do you want to do? Like, you're already in the hospital. You ain't going nowhere. Like, I've never seen a woman have a baby and leave out the next day. Like, that's just never happened. The mom was going to probably be there for at least a good 48 to 72 hours, if longer, depending on, hopefully she don't have no complications. So if you are a dad or the man in the life, and there's always the doom and gloom conversations. I notice it's never the logical conversation. There's always the doom and gloom. Like, it's always the doom and gloom type of conversation. Like, well, what if the woman, she don't tell you she's pregnant? Like, I'd be like, my guy, like, how did you make it 9 months without noticing something was different about her? That means you just would never connect it to that person. And see, that's when I say that pill ideology be falling flat on its face. Because realistically, if you did have some type of level of talking and commitment with that woman, you would have noticed something. You would have noticed something. I know some people like to say, well, there are pregnancies where the women don't know. That's not always. That's, for the most part, women, it's kind of hard these days. It's kind of hard for a good few years for women to hide they're pregnant. And literally, if you're a man in their life, usually you'll know. And if you are some man with salt in your life that you actually care, you're going to be like, whoa, there's a baby on the way. There's a baby on the way. I've never had a negative thought process of, oh my God, baby's on their way. We need to get rid of him. I've never thought that about any of my children. I've never had that kind of experience because I knew for a concept. I'm not talking about like no traditional. I just knew that, hey, I wanted a family. I'm proud of that. I knew I wanted a little one. I knew I wanted little ones. I knew I wanted little boys and little girls that were like me, that literally had buck teeth or that literally just went to school and then learned their ABCs, that literally learned, lift every voice and sing, that literally had my content on my hair, my skin. I wanted something of an imagery because at the end of the day, one thing I noticed when somebody's leaving Earth, one of the most beautiful things that you can have is to be surrounded by people that care about you. Steve Jobs said it perfectly. As rich as he was, the one thing he wished he had more of was time. He said a rich man can't buy time. Can't. You can try, but you can't do it. Can't. He wanted more time with his kid. He had a daughter. And that was one thing that Steve Jobs' daughter said. And mind you, Steve Jobs was It's way up there. Steve Jobs didn't have no time with his kid like he wanted to. The hell, I think they even made a movie about that. Walt Disney did not get to spend time with his kids. I find it very interesting. His daughter, now that she's looking at how Disney was built up and made, she's like, yo, this is horrible. They're trying to get her out of there. Now, going about looking at it when it comes to that of MGTOW, men going their own way, which literally is diametrically impossible. And let me explain why. Because everybody likes to use Nikola Tesla. They like to use guys like him. Or some Socrates, or they'll use some kind of Greek dude who was a philosopher, which none of these men holistically are. Because as a man, this is why you're seeing a lot of men having issues. Men are supposed to have a driven purpose of creating, building, cultivating. Creating, building, cultivating. Creating, building, cultivating. Okay? I create, I build up, and I cultivate and maintain. Okay? I know what I do, what I've been doing for years, and I like it. It fulfills me. It drives me. It gives me gusto. Yet men are now saying, I don't want to do nothing now. Because how unfair society is. When has society ever been fair to men? Give me the time, place, or era. There's always going to be the top man, the middle man, and the lower man. Which man did you think you were going to fall into? And we already know only a small fraction are at the top. That's why I find it interesting. Men are running around saying that they're the alphas. Like, alpha of what? Like, is there a pack of dogs running around? Like, why are y'all calling yourself alpha? I'm alpha. I'm sigma. I'm gamma. I'm omega. Like, y'all sound like y'all like playing Power Rangers out here. Like, this is how that's why I said, like, I think part of social media is making people stupid. Please tell me where are these MGTOW men going? They to this day right now, Miss David, I don't even know. They don't even know. They don't even know. If they were going, they're still here. You heard it where white men that were so-called MGTOW were out there walking around with tiki torches saying, we got to save our country. Oh, our country. Thought you was going your own way. So why are you out here screaming, save and free Trump, save our country, America? Like, wait a second. Y'all were just now, the white men are out there trying to fight to save their country. Where were you black men running? Where were y'all going? Since y'all so MGTOW, or you stayed on social media where it was safe. Y'all sure went out there running around with Call of Duty gear with them white boys. This is why I said MGTOW don't work. Where y'all going to another country? What country is MGTOW? Give me a country that is MGTOW ran. There is none. You going to South America? The Caribbeans? Africa? That's what all these talking points online. You gotta start watching. What's up, Auntie? You gotta start watching people that be talking. But and that's no shot to MGTOW men, but especially for a black man, you can't play. You can't pull no MGTOW. Other groups of men don't even do MGTOW. They don't. They don't do it in Asia. They don't do it in Europe. I've done seen the Muslims don't make Asian men are collective. They're a collective. Africans, they're a collective. For the most part. This is why a lot of show me a MGTOW man that beat in a collective. You won't find one. I would honestly challenge you. Show me the MGTOW man that's beating the collective. Every billionaire brand is done with a collective. That's how you become a brand. You get a bigger team. There might be a figurehead at the top, but the figurehead can be knocked off if it can damage the brand. Y'all seen this is true with Kanye. He stepped away from the collective and went his own way. Guess what happened? Boop, got him out of there. You think the other black billionaires got out of the line? Nope. They were like, hey, this back to the programming. They didn't get out of line. If it was so-called that easy, y'all would have been left. That's why I said, usually, and here's the thing about it. When you are done with the foolishness, you would have got your stuff and left. You wouldn't tell people. When you get something new in your house, do you tell everybody that you got something new in your house? No, you don't. Keep it to yourself. That's your business. Or else it would get stolen. So this is why I say, like, the MGTOW ideology, it doesn't really bode well in that of building that of a functional society. Now, you can think freely for yourself. Yes, you can, because you don't have to be a sheep. But see, here's the thing about it. The MGTOW and the Pill Idealogy conflict because you're on a social media of a platform that if you say the wrong thing, they get rid of you. You have it where certain men and women, and I'll stick to the men, are pushing ideologies. I've listened for a while. Stay away from single mothers. Why? Because single mothers, they'll use you because they have the system. Y'all the same black people that told me stay away from cops because cops will just right out kill you. Don't trust that white man education, but you go on Google every day. Ain't that why you on here? Because this is a platform from Google. I'm woke. I woke up from the truth. So you're a traditional person, but you're using woke logic. Because the matrix philosophy is that of a woke ideology. You're seeing a certain type of truth. Tell me what truth and because honestly, when people telling me about this pill ideology, about watch out for these women, which that's a lie because men are still out there having men and women that have children are still out there doing whatever they do. And it's not just black women, it's just women in general. Same thing for men. Men are still out there, whether they be a blue collar, white collar, whatever type of collar, don't even matter. Hell, you don't even have to have a collar. Men can still be deadbeats. They can still be absentee fathers, or they can be very hands-on fathers. There's different go about ways of doing this. I hear a lot of men run around saying the system is always in favor of the woman. And I'm like, okay, if that's the case, then explain why the child. But at some point, I have yet met a man that skipped childhood. Like this is something that's very interesting. What's going on APTV? What's going on, man? Now I want y'all to think about this. I want you to ask somebody how much it costs for groceries. No, I want you to ask somebody how much does it cost for groceries for two people? Ask them. I'll wait. I'll wait. Ask, if they start talking about, well, I don't eat this, I don't eat that, I don't do this, I don't do that, then, sir, we got nothing to talk about your social and doctrine talking points. We don't. You know that video is coming. I can't help them, APTV. I can't help them. I don't know, bro. I'm in my home, which a lot of these dudes be coming at me about. I speak from my place. I speak from my throne. I'm sitting on my throne. I'm not out here trying to change minds, change anything. I'm eating my toast. I am doggone getting my hair set up and everything. I'm good. I get they come at me. Some of these dudes don't even cam up. I ain't never seen these dudes ever go to the gym. Yet they be talking about how they always at the gym working out. Yeah, they do. They do. They do, AP. They do. I don't be trying. Listen, I don't be trying. These same dudes be wanting whole IG models and baddies and chicks. I'm like, hold on, dude. Like you struggling to breathe. You get happy eating breakfast at a hotel. Hang on, let me try this. Javon. See, I work out every day. Every day. Yeah, how many of y'all work out with y'all kids? Or just work out? Javon, so how'd you when the last time you worked out? You worked out last week? Finish your food. You did your push ups? Or you did your planks? Did your planks? What about your run time? 6 minutes? So my son can run half a mile in 6 minutes. How old are you? 12. My son is 12 years old. He can run half a mile in 6 minutes. Some of these dudes have not seen their penis in a long time. I said, son, if you feel a certain type of way about your body, what do you need to do? Work out, right? And did I not work out with you? Yes, sir. Did I not train you? Yes, sir. Train him in boxing. Train him in MMA. I sit down with people in my community. I got lives where I go out there. You know the thing about, I find it interesting. People like talking about the streets, AP, but they never go out there into that of the streets and talk to people. How is it possible that they got all these lawyers in this space and none of these dudes have gotten their kids? You got a TLA. You got a Dennis Sperling. Tell me, what cases have they gotten? I have to question a lawyer trying to make money on YouTube. That don't sound right. All the lawyers that you and I know, they're not on YouTube. They don't get on. Exactly. My son knows that. Son, do any of the lawyers that I know, are they on YouTube? No. They're either by being judged or prosecuted. So how does a 12-year-old know that a lawyer that literally on YouTube that jeopardizes their career openly? No open working lawyer that is worth their salt would ever be on YouTube. Worth their salt. They wouldn't be on YouTube. But y'all got lawyers claiming pill ideology. It doesn't work. It would hurt their brand. It would hurt that community also because literally you can bring that right back up. You can bring it right back up at a court case. Hey, this is how this guy talk. Look how this man talking. Look at these people on this planet who's talking to him. Uncle Dennis. Now, I got a question about that. Why are grown men going around calling other men uncle, dad, God? Dad? Why y'all doing that? Fall back, grasshopper. Let me handle them. Thanks. You know what I'm saying? My son, you know, a 12-year-old, he listens to, he gets to sometimes hear what people say. Him and his friends laugh. 12-year-olds are laughing at this. Because they understand that there's a lot of interestingly offsetting things that don't make sense, that are funny. A lot of the pill ideology is very questionable. They have a thing called monk mode. Monk mode is where the man abstains from sex. I don't get it. I don't get who you're hurting. Because you're talking about, I'm abstaining myself from sex. Oh, that's cool. Be focused on your career. Be focused on your goals. Be focused on work, work, work. You sound like those modern women that you complain about. Sorry. Pick a struggle and down on it. I've never heard Shannon say monk mode or APTV or Auntie. I know Brandy ain't talking no monk stuff. Why would a man go around saying I'm a monk? Why is that a bragging point for a man to go around saying I'm a monk? So it's either we got to deal with these frivolous women, which is none of your business. None of your business at all. Y'all don't even know these women. You don't know these women. So how are you telling women that you don't even know that you're going to deal with them? That'll get you killed. Y'all don't even like running up and getting involved in these fight training and stuff. Now y'all talking about running up and y'all going to train her and get her right. I said, what are you doing? Exactly like who's doing that monk mode stuff? Now here's the question, and this is where it falls apart. If you're a black pill or monk mode, why are you still talking about women? If you're a black pill or monk mode or going your own way, why are you still talking about women or society? Because if you're a monk, you should be far removed from that type of iniquities, from that temptation. Hell, you would, that's like, and I'm going to show you why they're full of crap. Excuse me. People say that they're black pill, right? They're black pill. Yet they talk about women, child support, and Lori Harvey every other goddamn week. What Sierra doing? But I'm like, but if somebody is weaning themselves off of a drug or an addiction or a problem, they would never want to talk about it. They would never want to be around it. And they would never want to ever have those conversations of being around it. they'll change the conversation really quickly. I don't want to talk about that. I'm not doing that no more. I'm not in that lifestyle. That's far removed from me. It falls apart. I was watching, I was confused when I saw men getting mad at women that were saying, if you don't vote, then I'm not having sex with you. And the men started making jokes and cracking at the women. But I'm like, but you're doing the same thing. You don't get it, but you are. You literally said, if you don't submit, I'm not having sex with you. She said, if you don't vote, then I'm not having sex. I don't think they people actually be listening that with stuff that they say out loud. My husband would think I lost my mind among facts BMT. If you truly monk mode, that means a person should be a doer, not a talker. Like it's not our business to know what you are doing when you're about to act. That's what I'm saying. Like usually when people are making certain moves, and this is how you know you're dealing with a lot of talkers. Because usually when somebody's making certain moves in their life, they stop talking. They start actually weaning themselves from everybody else. Like I know, shout out to some of my homies that literally, like, when they actually, I knew they were about change, you stop seeing less of them. One of them just, I didn't see him. The one time I saw him, I think he was at Starbucks using their internet, their Wi-Fi. He was studying for an exam. He was going to go be a longshoreman. He was trying to go get his. He was trying to get his paperwork done. Said goodbye, gave him a hug. And that was it. I hadn't seen him in months. He ain't blowing up my phone and telling me, "Hey, let me tell you why I'm divested." He ain't saying none of that. Like the men that I know that literally, and y'all stop playing these dumb games. This is why I said YouTube is nothing but a validation troll social media beehive. Because the men and women that are actually about their purpose, they ain't going to tell you what they're doing. They kind of just go do it. They're not trying to recruit. Hey, brothers, you need to go get your passports and come over here. Wait, why would I want the same thing I got away from to come to where I'm at? Just think about that. If you, the brother that already have a hard enough getting it in the mud, but then you say that you want to go somewhere to get away from it, and you got away from it. Now you're doing videos to have people to come over to where you're at. It's not like y'all are taking classes on how to speak other languages. Where's that at? Where's that at in black communities? Y'all barely can get textbooks like you do need. Textile jobs and trades. Now y'all learning foreign languages where y'all can speak fluently French and Spanish, Aramaic, Pashto and Dari. Y'all learning these languages like that. Y'all barely can speak proper English. Well, most some of y'all talk about is slavery or some 1950 romance. You know the dumb question that they go around asking? Hey baby, do you submit? Hey baby, do you submit? Hey baby, do you submit? How many kids you got? Bruh, I don't know who raised some of y'all. But going around in other countries and asking other people, do you submit? It's like, hey, do you want to be a slave? Hey, do you want to be a slave? Hey, do you want to be a slave? Are you taught to be submissive? Like, nobody. Imagine if Asian people came around in your community and say, hey, do you submit? Do you submit? Do you submit? Hey, do you want shrimp fried rice, pork fried rice? Do you submit? Do you submit? Do you submit? Y'all black folks want to know how to take that. If a bunch of white men or white women walked around your community asking y'all, do y'all submit? This is how I know you. This is how I know these people are stupid. Y'all going around asking random people, do y'all submit? But y'all can't handle it. They come in y'all country. Imagine a bunch of Mexicans going around in a black suburb. Do y'all submit? Come here, baby. Come here. How many? What's your body count? Who's your daddy? You even know your daddy? All right, but we forgot when Trump asked y'all are bastard sons. Huh? Trump, why don't you say that? What you talking about? You got black men going around asking, do you submit? What's your body count? Who's your father? Some of y'all don't even know who y'all daddy is. Now y'all suddenly y'all know all these damn daddies and stuff. Man, stop it, bro. Y'all just said, and I'm hearing a lot of men saying they don't care what other men think in their countries. But you want to act weird stuff like that. If that's the case, then y'all wouldn't care what that white man on Pearl said. Uh-oh. That's crazy. That's great. And that's so funny. I find that this is why I said MGTOW, pill ideology, social media does not work. It will never work for certain men. Y'all just said y'all don't care what other men and other cultures think. Y'all just want access to the woman. You had a white man who said something on a white woman channel. Y'all cared what that woman, y'all cared what he thought. He didn't even know that y'all were watching. Hell, he probably done went on and lived his life. You know what? Negroes watch you? How many? Oh. Can I get the reaction videos? So that just shows you black people care what other people think. And man, that's because y'all wouldn't be out there, no justice, no peace. Y'all wouldn't be trying to say black male first. Y'all wouldn't be saying, what about men? So you do care what people think. That's what I said. This is like child's play. The stuff that people be saying, that I think they're just not, they're not really grounded. They're not grounding themselves holistically into what they talk about. They're not grounding themselves into what they're talking about. How y'all talking about we don't care? Now, this is interesting. I find this very interesting. The conversation about hitting the wall. Oh, baby. Hitting the wall. There are a lot more dead men hitting the wall before these women are hitting the wall. I don't know why. I don't know why. But more men sound like they, whatever wall is out there, that wall is like a crash dummy wall. Y'all are not surviving hitting that wall. Now, for whatever reason, there are more female consecrated. They're just outliving y'all. I'm seeing more men that are supposedly going their own way and doing better and having better way of life. They're not dealing with children. They're not stressed out. Why are all these men dying? Explain to me why all these men dying. AP shout out. He said, I like my wall. He said, hey, I'm good. He said, I'm good. AP a cat. He walks on the wall. Men and women don't, holistic men and women don't have these wall conversations. There's no such thing as a wall. Now there's a certain line of I don't entertain no youngin that's 19 and 18. I don't entertain that. That's a kid for me. As a child. Congratulations. You have a nice job at Walmart. Congratulations. You have, and sorry, but they're still kids. I get they may say they're grown, but then when you start asking them certain questions, they don't know what the hell they're talking about. They know just enough about what they learn off of in social media and certain things in life, but they're still growing. Ask them, start, okay, let's talk about taxes. They can repeat, but they don't know. And see, and that's the thing about it. Like, why is what's this mental game of we gotta get girls that are 20 and 20? Like, stop, bro. This is why y'all wonder why y'all getting run through the coals. Y'all. I mean, what's going on, man? What's going on? That was men who were having gastro diabetes trying to tell y'all how to be men. I'm not listening to no old dude that don't live the full life trying to tell me what's the wall and what's not the wall. I'm not listening to no dude trying to throw Bible scriptures at me, but then talk about these hoes and then all of a sudden say, well, this is why. No, dude. Especially if you can't show me who you are. You can't even live up to what you are. And I'm like, well, if you so called a man's prime is 35 and 40, bro, I'm not trying to have no kids in my 40s. What? What? By that time, I'm getting ready to go down the slope and retire. I done did my season. Y'all talk about, listen, I don't know that many 40-year-old men going to like PTA meetings. This is it's a small marginal group. I don't know that many 40-year-old men that are like maybe they're going to their kids' high school or college, but it's not no. I don't know that many that are in elementary school, and I got kids in elementary going into middle, probably in their 30s and late 30s. That's pushing. But you're not going to tell me you've seen 40-year-old men or 50-year-old men with kids. Well, he could still do it. Like, dude, you do know that you have your sperm ain't getting any better. Neither is her eggs. No, and see that's the thing about it. That's the thing about it. AP, and I gotta have a holistic conversation with y'all. Even with dealing with women with children, I don't know all this talking point about kids running up. Either the kids are going to deal with you or they don't want to deal with you. And but that's something that you and the mother have a conversation on. Like, hey man, I ain't gonna lie, your child is pretty out there, reckless. Now you're gonna have some fools who are gonna try to stay with the woman, even though that the child is reckless and disrespectful. But most kids, for the most part, I'm gonna be honest, most kids, for the most part, when a parent come, another adult come around, they're pretty cordial. I'm just being honest. And I dealt with some bad kids. Joe, what up, Joe? What up, Joe? Most kids are pretty cordial. They might know you're not my daddy. That's fine. I'm not the daddy. But they're not going around, yeah, like they're not doing that. Like I'm sorry to say it, but they're not doing that. Most men are not bothered with a woman with kids. It's just a thing. The kids will either call you by your first name or they might call you Pop. or dad. But they're not really bothered. They're not really bothered in now the broader society of a man that come around. Okay, there's a man now here. They might have some relationship with, and depending on now of the relationship with the other parent, like kids after a while, y'all got to think, kids after a while, they start understanding like, hey, dad's not really coming around us like that. He's not really supporting us. He's not really supporting us. So they start getting into that of, hey, let me get AP. These dudes left with the thought of that it's all cap dudes fronting like they never dated a woman with children before because it sounds good on YouTube. No, and that's the thing about it. They do it for social media. And every woman ain't out there. Every woman, and it's crazy because majority of women these days don't have kids. Women aren't having kids like that anymore. I don't think you. I mean, the nation wouldn't have talked about it. Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you, Ellie. The only time you really have issues if you is if you an a hole towards kids. Like going around like when men are saying, "I don't want to be a parent unless I can beat the kid." Well, nigga, get the hell away from my kids. And the same thing for the woman. Why would you open up your ultimatum? Is if I can't beat the child, then I don't want to be the parent. Nick, bro, I would beat you. I would beat your ass. I would beat you. What's up with these people saying if I can't y'all hear that? Like if I can't beat the child, then I ain't gonna be no father. Like, bro, I will lay hands on you, bro. And that don't even have to be my doggone son or daughter. I will lay hands on you. Why are you so quick to want to beat a child? What's going on with you? What's really happening up there? I don't know that many adults, and correct me if I'm wrong, that want to go beat a kid. So that's your ultimatum. That if I can't beat the kid, then I can't be the father. Then, bro, you don't know how to talk. Most kids get upset by just words alone. Start taking things. I don't know what kind of doggone 20 years as a slave that you were going through. Everybody don't have to go. Everybody, listen, some of y'all, and that's a problem a lot of y'all need to stop doing. Why a lot of y'all keep acting like y'all all were in some type of struggle, food stamp, welfare, sectional housing, upcoming. Stop. A lot of y'all are faking the front. Y'all are trying to live through TV lifestyles of Fred Sanford and Son and Good Times and all that stuff. A lot of y'all, that's not y'all. I've had my good times, and I had some bad times. I had go karts. I had video games. I had Nintendo, Xbox. I had Nintendo 64. I had my mom and dad whenever they were together, and they separated and they got back together. I had men in my life. I played little league football. I went to school. I had we had rough little patches, but we got back on our feet. We had each other. I had things that happened to me as a kid, but guess what? I had people to help me guide me back and pull me back and ground me. I don't get why people just go on everybody who was like getting whipped and beat and doggone thrown in broom closets and stuff, and we were out here eating porridge, and the women are out here beating kids stuff. Listen, and y'all need to stop that lie. A lot of y'all who are out here, y'all need to stop that lie. Was when the first day of school start, y'all need to stop it and stop acting front and that these women be going out here, they don't be buying up for the kid. Listen, all I see up and down in the mall, shopping center is a bunch of women running around while the men are either at work or they might be tagging along. And them women are buying all those kids name brand shoes, 2 and 3 pair of pants, shirts, getting their hair done, haircuts. Why y'all always talking about like the lower hanging fruit? Like, oh, these women, they be having their kids go to school looking like rough bums. I'm like, bro, them kids be going there like they going to Fashion Nova. The daddy ain't always going out there, and I know, but I've been out there on ground level. Most of the time, the men just say, "Here, how much money you need? I'll send it to your Cash App or your Google. What do you need? Here, Brownie. Here, Brandy. Give you like $400 or $500. Babe, this ain't gonna be enough. I gotta still go get Ty some shoes. Okay, wait till Friday. I'll probably get paid on Friday, and we'll get them shoes then. Okay, but we can get his hair cut. And we're gonna get him some new outfits. That's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of these conversations be so fake, and it be getting really dried and stale. I've seen back to school things at barbershops, hair salons, at people doing cookouts. They doing school supply fund. Why don't y'all ever talk about that stuff? You know why? Because a lot of y'all gotta make, some of y'all ain't walking around normal people. Some of y'all are like grifters of struggle. Y'all like that. Because y'all don't be talking about holistic real stuff. I know dudes who are just dating the mom and they buy the kids school supplies. They'll take the boy to go get a haircut. Hell, he doesn't even got to be dating. Hey, AP, when you going to go get your haircut? Oh, this Saturday. Could you take my son with you? All right, bet. Have him ready at 9 o'clock. I'll pick him up. Wake him up. Mom, comb your hair, boy. You go get in the car. Go with him. Ain't like he going to be kicking AP's like car windshield. He go right in there, sit right in there. They talk. Get their hair cut. Hey, little man need to go get a fade. Make sure it's straight. AP gonna fill in substitute daddy for an hour. Watch the boy get his hair cut. Okay, you look fresh. Look fresh. Let's stop by McDonald's and go home. It's done. There was no skin involved. There was no, oh my God, I'm taking you to court for child support. Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, I be hearing these conversations from these weirdos and these people talking like this. And this is not holistic energy of what is going on in everyday life, bro. I know plenty of women, if I say, hey, my daughter needs to get her hair braided, or hey, the twins got to get their hair done. Listen, have them at Brownie's. Brownie can do it. Brownie be right there in her slides. Bring the kids. Come on. Put that little cream on their hand. They're right there watching TV or on the tablets. I didn't grow up in the hood. I grew up in a middle-class black neighborhood. And see, that's the thing about it, Brandy. Like, a lot of people, and mind you, Brandy has had these conversations. I've seen him. Why y'all keep talking like everybody will struggle, bro? The mama won't allow the child with the kid. That happens. That does happen. But for the most part, who does not want free time off? Now let's talk about that. Do you pick your kid up on time? Are you where you need to be? Do you have a car seat in your car? Well, let me use your car seat. Why can't you buy your own car seat? What's going on with you? You don't got the kid, so why can't you get your own car seat? Literally, at Walmart, car seats only cost $50. You just being cheap. You either get the car seat or you get the taller seat. One or the other. Pick the struggle. The problem that I'm seeing, while I'm hearing some men say, this is where the pill ideology and social media don't mix. My baby mama don't allow me to let my kids stay at my house. Nigga, you only got a 1 bedroom. You got 2 kids coming over. Where they gonna sleep? Well, they can sleep in the bed with me. See, I had a person, and he was like, he's like, I'm working to get my kids, and I said, well, how many kids you got? He said, I got 4, 3 boys, 1 girl. I said, okay. I said, why are you getting a 1 bedroom? Oh, when they come over, they can sleep in the bed with me. Dante, your daughter is 11 years old. Your sons are teenage boys. Why the hell would they sleep in the bed with you? Bruh, they're my kids. You have 3 young adults. You are a grown man. Why would you have them sleep in the bed with you? That is a young girl. She does not need to be sleeping in no bed with no teenage, even if they're her biological siblings. Stop playing games and stop being cheap. See, the problem is, I want to be a daddy for the lowest budget cost. Pill ideology. Well, why? Because the mother gets welfare. Now, this is I know somebody gonna say that. The mother gets welfare or Title IX. First off, majority of people have already been kicked off of welfare already. And it's actually not easy like that anymore. Depending on how much you make, whether you got kids or not, you actually can be deferred. You actually can be deferred. I said, Dante, you're gonna have to get a 3 bedroom. 3 bedroom, bro. It's just me. You just said you're getting your kids, bro. I'm getting them only for the weekend. Where they gonna sleep? Where they gonna sleep, Dante? Where they gonna sleep? When the girl got to wash up and change, where's she changing? In the room with the boys? It took his girlfriend to have to explain it to him. But of course, some men, they need a woman like Brownie or Brandy to say, listen, that's a female. You trying to get CPS called on you? Whether that's her brothers or not, you do know she can feel uncomfortable, right? That boy is still a male at the end of the day. And things could happen. God forbid. And of course, when the mama said, oh, you only got a 1 bedroom? My kids ain't coming over there. And the other woman was, she like, oh, hell no. My son is not coming over there. You got a 1 bedroom. Why would I want my son sleeping in the bed with a grown man and 2 other boys? See, no matter how you play, it's gonna come out bad. I said, what you could have done is get a bunk bed. They got bunk beds that converge from 2 bunk beds, and you can go get another side, a twin bed. Man, it's gonna cost money. Get your money up. Get your money up. Go to Rooms to Go, buddies. They got different leasing things. You can make payments. Pay for the furniture one piece at a time. I know you want your kids, but maybe you can just spend time with them, but they don't have to stay the night with you. Until you get to that level, they just don't need to stay the night with you. That's not fair. Dude, you only holding the kids for 48 hours. She's doing 5 days. You don't have to spend as much on groceries. She does. But see, again, this is why I said that pill and social media crap, it be jacking up that of real holistic. Like, I mean, I need people who are actual, like, I need people who actually buy groceries. Do y'all know how much? Do y'all know how much groceries get consumed in a week versus the weekend? Do y'all know how much groceries get consumed? Do y'all know how fast a bunch of teenagers can go through a jug of milk? And mind you, milk costs $4 to $5 now. What about orange juice? Orange juice ain't cheap. Loaf of bread. Unless you're getting the bad bread that ripped apart if the minute you touch it. Fruits, vegetables. And depending, hopefully your kid ain't allergic, which one of your kids is allergic to a certain type of peanut butter, so you can't get it. Or they'll end up going to the ER. That teenager daughter has her monthly cycle every month. Daughters need their privacy. Thank you, D. See, that's something that Brandy would have to step in. That baby can't stay with you. Any man that has a daughter will tell you that literally, my daughters, when they change, they close the door. My daughters are 9 years old. They close the door when they change. My sons, I had to teach them. My son used to be in there playing with his He-Man and his G.I. Joes with their Barbie dolls. He used to be in there playing with them. And the girls start taking, oh, whoa, 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 whoa. I had to talk to my daughters, baby. Shannon, you are welcome by all means. If you ready to go out, go on out, bro. I'll make sure I'll give you the best Manosphere Memorial send off. I'll play all your greatest hits. Shannon, my homie, bro. Shannon, my dog, bro. Shannon, my dog. That would be one less non-pandering panderer that they be happy to see go. Listen, boy, I know they on a countdown to see me and Shannon get up out of here and go to the upper room. They do not like our black asses coming around. They'll be happy to hear one of us go to the upper room. Listen, they would probably have a whole celebration in this space when I go. They'd be like, man, BFT, what the hell do you kick rocks, bro? I'm not a panderer. I don't kiss ass. I don't care for y'all male entanglements. I don't care for the women that be out here trying to sell y'all snake skin oils and stuff. I don't care for none of that stuff. I'm grounded, baby. I ain't got no skin in this. I said, I'm good. Like I said, I was right there with my own daughters when they got their ears pierced. Just say, Daddy. I said, okay, I got mine. Ears all pierced. I'm pierced up. I ain't gay. I like piercings. I got 6. Well, 7. One. 3, 6, 7. Yeah, I got 7. I'm not gay. I like piercings. I told my daughters, they said when they get older, they want to get another piercing. I think my daughter, she wants 2 piercings. I said, okay, cool. My son, he wants his piercings. But that's something that we do. That's one of my things. I believe that when you hit certain benchmarks in your life, you can get it. I'll put gold on you. Doesn't change my masculinity. Doesn't change my belief. Nothing like that. That's just how I am. I'm not saying up people's hustle because they are definitely selling snake oil. Yep. See, that's why they don't like you, Shannon. This is why you're getting banned off of so many things. You you not as bad. We not as bad as Sexy Red. Sexy Red is on some different trajectory. She's on demon time trajectory. I fucks with Red. She's on a different trajectory. She's there. But she's trying to skate uphill on cinder blocks with the space, she ain't gonna get far. They don't debate with me no more. I done debunked all their stuff. I'm the antithesis of what they talk about. Whenever they talk about, well, don't deal with black women. Okay, well, I made children with a black woman. What are you talking about? Don't do that. I rock with Red, but she doing me wrong. AP, what she do to you, bro? Brownie, when you going live, Brownie? Brownie, when you going live? You go live, Brownie. I'm ready to sit down and play my. Hey, Brownie, if you go live, I'll play Dead Space. But I already done beat Resident Evil. If you go live, I'll play Dead Space. Brownie know what Brownie want me to play Dead Space, y'all. She just want to see me suffer. She just want to watch the weird stuff. Sexy Red go too hard. Hey, Red trying to take on the Huns. Has a bow and arrow, and she's trying to fight the Huns. But you can't change people. I got an ear infection. I can't hear right now. My right, girl. I'm right here. I think Brownie got me jacked up, bro. Brownie got me jacked up, bro. We both out here struggling. I had to go I got to put cotton swab in my ear and stuff. I got to put cotton swab in my eardrum. I got to put that in there. I got to put cotton swab. My hair is killing me out here. Obviously, I trigger her. That's upset. I have with women. I am also a true gentleman. I rock heavy with APTV. I rock heavy with Brownie, Shannon. You know what I'm saying? Brandy always got a seat. You know what I'm saying? I try to tell you I don't change. That's some good fresh air. I needed that. I don't change. I don't. I'm just not. You know what I'm saying? People got mad. Oh, BMT, you talking to white people? I said, bro, this white people. Y'all do know white people are in these chats, right? I be trying to tell you, y'all do know white people are in y'all chats. Why y'all think they don't ever cam up? I thought y'all knew. If you go to if y'all go to other channels outside of y'all algorithm, y'all will see they're playing y'all content. They play y'all content and talk about it. The Latin channels, the white channels, they just have certain channels where they can be open about what they talk about or be more broadened. Shannon knows this. I know this. Yeah, she took your wrench twice. Man. Yes, a lot of people don't know that It's white people everywhere. I don't get that. That's the thing about that. That'd be crazy. That'd be blowing my mind. Y'all, listen, I can promise you there are white people in Information Man chat. He don't know it. No, he probably doesn't know it. Art and Style, there's white to Latinos in there. BGS, Man of Tomorrow, O'Shea, George Macon. All y'all want to be black area. Y'all think they ain't no black white people. Y'all don't know that they ain't in there. How y'all know? Listen, I can go take Brownie's avatar and put it as an avatar and walk around female channels. Y'all wouldn't know. I know a few accounts that they act like they're women, but they're not. They're men. I don't get that. Y'all, that's what be blowing my mind when people saying, like, this is why I said, like, when y'all be having this thing on social media, when y'all say this is a black space, I said, how? If it's a black space, what's stop other people from getting it? Like, what is stopping other people from getting it? Like, because I want y'all to be fair. If other people of other groups said what y'all said, could y'all handle it? People talk about Chaotic Truth channel with the white people, but a lot of channels are the same. They were happy to see that Destiny came over here. Look how happy they were to see Destiny. Good Mother. Pearl. Y'all get happy when any white person come over to y'all channel. I said, damn, y'all get happy when they get on y'all panels and channels? Y'all must not know. Shout out to Maurice and his girl. That's amazing. That blows my mind because as much people like talking about light skin and white women or Latino women, y'all get shook when other groups come and push back and start talking about you. But y'all are divestors. Shouldn't y'all be used to this? Yeah, right. Like, I be like, yo, bro, like, what's going on with y'all? White man come on the panel and look at all crazy and shit. Hey, what's going on, dude? What are y'all talking about? Yeah, we gotta talk about these black women. Well, I fuck many black bitches. Yeah? I bet you they be nasty. Nah, I'm married to one right now, dude. Really? Yeah. I gotta tell you right now, bro. Black dudes are stupid. I don't know how they let this go. Hey, get out of here! Get out of here, white man! Get out of here! Get out of here! You're not gonna talk about us black men like that. I'm like, wait. You were just happy to have the white man on your panel. He's banging one of your women and saying that y'all are stupid. Now, when he says you're stupid, now he got to get off your panel. What do you think they're talking about in the bedroom? He just said he got a kid with that woman. Most likely that kid is probably somewhere in your chat right now. This is how you know this. This is how you know some people are just dumb. I never understood what's this excitement that, whoa, we got a Latino on the channel. So what goes on in South America? I'm from Oregon. What is your culture? That's Latin man. America. Do your women submit? Where am I again? Like, you got to start wondering where people's mindsets are when they be asking other people these questions. And it'd be a lot of cringe shit. This is why when y'all talk to Destiny, right? About that of And that's funny because they were calling Destiny gay, and yet they never had smoke for Kevin, and Kevin did a lot of suspect shit. But Kevin was masculine, and Destiny it's gay. But hey, tomato. You know, I mean, we're not going to overlook a lot of stuff that was said on these spaces or panels. But hey, I don't know. I guess if you're a black person, you get passes around here. Clayton Bixby has like, I'm just saying, like, it's just some of the funniest shit I've seen, man. Didn't a lot of y'all black men have what's that white dude from MGTOW? For that was Red Pill. He was on Obsidian's panel. And he was like doing a demonstration of him outside, throwing up disc and shooting him with his gun, and like doing all that stuff. And then, yeah, see, now here's the thing about it. Here's the thing that I found interesting. Y'all say Destiny is gay for blue here, but you have a content creator in this space that dyes his beard red or orangey red. Make sense? You had a dude telling another man to stick him in his butt. Another man talking about giving another man fellatio. I just sit to the side these days and just watch. I don't even have nothing to say. Clearly, the men in these spaces know more about how to please a man than the women. I'm learning. Good morning, Shonda. Good morning, Shonda. Oh, I enjoy sitting down with Shonda. I was having a conversation earlier. It amazes me the conversation about men saying, what does a woman bring to the table? I remember y'all had that stick. But then when I go to any medical facility, I don't see other men wheeling or driving the men to the facility. Usually when Nurse Shonda's there, there's usually a auntie, a wife, a sister, a daughter, a niece, taking that man or woman into the facility. For the most part. I don't know too many men that are willing to wipe another man's ass. But there's a lot of women that are doing it. They put on the mask, take a deep breath, and get to work. I got to know, if that's the case, y'all been saying men looking out for the betterment of men, y'all might want to start changing them bedpans. Go get that machine, that shook machine that you use to hoist up bodies and get to work. Let's just be real. Are y'all really taking care of men like that? Y'all still talking about welfare. Listen, y'all ain't changing welfare. No, you're right. It is. They're not. Listen, you want access to the bedroom, but not to the work facility. And if you're talking about the work facility, complaining about what women are doing, mind you, and this is something I always ask people: if they were to turn off that of the system, I would say, men, could you fill in the gap? I'm asking you as a man for the woman that you wanted, and don't say, "Well, I'm making $30 to $40, 40,000." She would come down to what I make. No, 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 no. See, this is what I'm saying. The idiocracy is crazy. This is crazy. Every time I walk by that nail salon, those Asian women are in there working, and the men, they're in there scrubbing feet, doing nail, doing a whole little stuff. They're in there working. You think he's telling her, "Hey, you go home. I stay and do nails"? No, they're in there working. I don't see Chu Young telling Mei Ling to go home. I definitely don't. I'm seeing dudes on there playing Fortnite. Listen, babe, if I get married to you, I'm gonna have to be the breadwinner. You're gonna have to stay home, take care of the kids, and we're gonna have to live off my income. And me being a streamer, like, dude, you live with your mom. Stop it. You're not telling me that your YouTube account is going to take care of a whole family. Y'all need to stop that bull crap. No YouTuber. If there were 100 YouTubers, only 1 to 2% of them can actually take care of a family off of YouTube. Majority of YouTubers have to go to work, or they're living with somebody, or living off somebody. But you're not telling me that their YouTube is taking care of and paying all the bills. Where are you living? In a cardboard box? Where are you living under a desk? What's your car insurance? $90? $80? What's going on? Do you even have health insurance? You got men on here begging for money. Mind you, the federal government about to crack down on that. Let me show y'all some. Let me show y'all some stuff. Let me show y'all. I done told y'all. I done warned y'all. This YouTube, I'm a 6-figure millionaire. I'm a 6-figure billionaire. All that stuff, that's all coming to an end. All y'all who like getting y'all private Cash App, PayPal donation stuff, yeah, the government done. Hey, y'all, that's going out the window. Government say, okay, y'all like getting money. Y'all not talking about it. All right, cool. I'm glad y'all big bank. So the government has already started. And this is not a choice. FedNow. The FedNow service is a new instant payment infrastructure developed by the Federal Reserve that allows financial institutions of every size across the U.S. to provide safe and efficient instant payment services. This is going out. The Federal Reserve Bank. Oh yes, nobody is above that. Nobody. I would dare y'all to go ahead and make content about the Federal Reserve Bank. You might as well kiss your channel goodbye. You ain't gonna say nothing. You will not say nothing. You will do nothing. You will not. Y'all will not. All them little Cash App donations y'all are getting, hey, bro, that's comes in. So all this 6-figure, I'm a provocative speaker. Y'all donate to me. Oh yeah, Fed Now's sitting in y'all chats too. Fed Now sitting in your chat. Don't worry, I'm gonna talk about that. Fed Now. Oh yes. Anton, Pearl, TLA, Dennis, Tommy, whoever, whatever y'all who are making all these, getting all these donations and stuff. Kiss that. Hey. Woo! Thank you for the $100 donation. Oh yes. Fan out. What? Where's my cut? Hold on. Wait. They're getting what? Because see, Google, they do the taxes for you. And Google's like, wait a second. I don't got nothing to do with us. Bet. Hey, Cash App, you got this hustle going on without us knowing? That's how you paying your people now? And we're not, and the king isn't getting that. Oh, we gotta fund Ukraine, baby. We got wars to win. I got y'all. But I'm gonna go ahead. It's about an hour and a half. I want to go see the Mario movie. I love you guys. Y'all take care. Understand this. Men like me, that MGTOW stuff don't work. Red pill, blue pill, green pill, whatever, purple pill, whatever stuff, black pill, y'all believe it, doesn't work for me. And social media, damn sure will never work for me. I'll see you guys later.